Through these mountains snakes a road from times gone by. A treacherous route taken 1,000 years ago by merchants of the Middle East. 730 kilometers from the north of Jordan and leading south, the historic Road of Kings. It is at this historic and iconic place that Axel Carion and Jonas Deichmann threw down a gauntlet, travelled this ancient road in record time. This is the story of their adventure in one of the cradles of civilization.
Okay, let's go.
The sun has not yet risen in Qais, in the north of Jordan, on the border with Syria. It's 5 a.m. The trip is about to begin. The temperature is that of a Jordanian winter, a common feature in February.
It's freezing. The cold will be one of the main challenges, for sure. But we're happy to be on the start, and
Always.
try this epic ride.
It's something I had on my mind for a very long time. Jordan.
All right, let's do this then.
Yeah.
See you in Aqaba.
The road will follow parts of the Jordan bike trail, mimicking a hiking trail that crosses the country. Both adventurers quickly realize at their expense that the long journey south will be very demanding.
This is in line with what we had read. It's vertical. We've barely done 20 kilometers and we have already done almost 1,000 meters of elevation.
Each break is greeted by the curious gaze of the locals. The modern adventurers are slowly going back in history on their metal steeds. Thousands of years ago, horses and caravans would frequently use this route, the old Road of Kings.
I think about people that were crossing this road in ancient times with freezing temperatures like this. I mean, it's 1 degree.
But this is very unusual weather.
Yeah, but still, 1 degree now. It's 4 p.m. So during the night we'll be singing.
Often, relics of the past show themselves in all their beauty. Pella, one of the 10 cities of the Decapolis, is one of them. But the weather is unforgiving. Cold, rain and mud have seen Axel and Jonas lose precious time.
Unexpected challenging. It was the gravel section, but completely washed out. And heavy rain has destroyed everything. So it was impossible to cycle. We had to push for quite a lot. Insanely slow.
So now it's 6 p.m. Sun has disappeared, and we still have at least 4 hours of riding time. I don't know. We need to reach a minimum of 1/3 of the course.
After several more hours on their bikes, the Arctic conditions force both men into another pit stop. A fast food shop where the 6th falafel wrap of the day is gobbled down, and where the owner offers to host them for the night.
It's perfect. It's just cool. It's just cool, yeah.
A corner of the room, a radiator, and a tea as a sign of hospitality.
Oh man, you're the man.
It's 10 p.m. Time to rest. It's been a short turnaround. 3 hours sleep later, Axel and Jonas are already on their bikes under the rain. At 11 that morning, the next stop is the town hall in Salt, with an imposing portrait of King Abdallah II of Jordan. It's the second day of their journey. Both adventurers are already exhausted, but have completed just a quarter of their mission. The hospitality of the locals is a welcome gift.
What do you think it's linked to the fact that we're moving now with a bicycle?
I think it helps, because it makes people curious.
there are not that many passing. But I think it also has to do a bit with the culture in the Middle East. I had similar experiences in Iran, for example, and other countries where people are simply super nice and friendly when you come and invite you when you need help.
The sun is out, both riders hit the road again. Their ambition of cycling the 730 kilometers in just 3 days is now a figment of reality. The Old King Road is hostile land for bicycles. Some climbs reach a staggering 30% gradient.
It's okay, it's flat, only 18%.
Village after village, the end of the day is near. This time, a Bedouin's encampment will be their refuge for the night. It's been another short turnaround. Axel and Jonas left the Bedouin camp around 2 AM. Rewind 3,000 years, and it would have been the same for merchants travelling on camels and not bikes. It's the third day of their adventure. Each kilometre completed on this arduous terrain saps the morale of the adventurers.
We're demolished. The trail is getting the best of us. Hiking, climbing, the steepest sections of our entire life.
It's more enjoyable now with nice weather and nice landscape, but insanely steep climbs, and there are some hiking sections in between, or river crossings and this kind of stuff. So we are super slow.
Welcome to the Wadi Mujib, a spectacular sight, but a nightmare for your legs. The peak here reaches 900 meters. Just a few kilometers away is the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth, 430 meters below sea level. The elevation gain turns into a journey through hell in these biblical lands. The bikes are now regularly slowed down by mud after crossing multiple rivers called Wadi. Once again, a helpful local comes to their aid.
Now it's all clean. Chain is...
You need anything else?
No, it's okay. Or if you can...
Everything is okay?
You can ride my bicycle to Aqaba?
Yeah.
Yes? Here.
You come with me?
I stay here. Okay? Next to the fire. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. If you need anything, my brother, tell me.
Okay.
Before I leave, huh?
Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. 3 hours more. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Bye-bye.
You are welcome. See you on TV, inshallah. You all know Germany, yeah? Huh?
Germany, yes.
All of them France.
Yes, yes, the only one. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.
The village of Karak is next. 350 kilometers completed, Axel and Jonas are now almost halfway. It's 8 PM. The riders are hungry. Once again, they are the attraction of the village. After eating quickly on the sidewalk, they head for the first time to a hotel, hoping for a rejuvenating night before setting off again.
We were freezing in a room where it was almost colder than outside, so yeah, that was nice. You don't stop, it's all vertical, very tiring. We didn't cover many kilometers, but the kilometer elevation ratio is just crazy. It's something I had never done over such a great distance. So we will try to survive, because there are still some surprises ahead.
It's the start of the 4th day, and the sun is late to rise. Now in the valley of Dana, there are unwelcome surprises, steep and rocky 20-degree descents. Cycling is impossible. They must walk. Every time the slope goes down, it is a relief. Every break, an opportunity to talk with curious children. The town of Petra is nearby, but on their bikes, the Nabatean city seems out of reach.
It had been a long time since we had walked. I was wondering if I have the right to say that I'm suffering. My forearms hurt. You can't see, but here and there I have bad tendinitis. New aches and pains.
When the sun sets, 530 kilometers have been completed. We leave Axel and Jonas to their next mammoth trial, one of the highest peaks in Jordan, rising at 1,700 meters in altitude. Once this obstacle out of the way, one of Petra's many tourist hotels will await both adventurers. At sunrise, the modern explorers have the privilege of entering into the ancient city of Petra, riding on their faithful steeds. This site, classed as one of the 7 modern wonders of the world, is almost deserted. Before their eyes is the Qasne, the Nabatean tomb, impressively carved into stone. Experts believe it was built in 100 BC.
And I think there is no better way than reaching this place than with a bicycle, because you understand it's magnificent and the depth of the place after spending so many hours exploring the country and battling the elements.
You can really feel like the old caravans that are crossing the mountains, and how immensely challenging that must have been. I mean, we have modern bikes now, so that's easy. And then we're here in Petra. It's just insane to imagine how they built this thousands of years ago.
The pause is very brief. There is no time to fully appreciate this historic location. It's the 5th day on the road, and 180 kilometers remain to reach Aqaba in the south of the country. They now cross the famous Wadi Rum desert, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This unique place, through which our 2 riders pass, is a reminder of 12,000 years of human civilization.
Welcome, welcome. The combination of sandstone and granite with this sandy terrain, colors from basically orange to white, gives it a remarkable beauty. It's been seen as alien landscape because it seems so out of this earth, out of this world. But in fact it has roots here, historical roots that go back for also millennia. We have desert inscriptions found throughout this desert, the desert of Wadi Rum, that talk about Bedouin populations that worked here, lived here, practiced animal husbandry, and most importantly, serviced trade routes of this area.
At dusk, both men start to cross this deserted valley, harbouring many canyons and cliffs. In this 40-kilometre ocean of sand, beauty goes hand in hand with perseverance.
The plan was to finish in 3 days, but they are a little bit late on time, and that's very normal in terms of how much physical demanding the trail is, considering the atmosphere and the weather which faced them. That was an absolute challenge.
Pedal and continue pedaling throughout the night in order not to drown in this seemingly endless stretch of sand. The last major test of the journey is over. Axel and Jonas reach Aqaba on the morning of the 6th day. 120 hours to complete 730 kilometers to travel from the north to the south of Jordan.
Well, I'm extremely proud that we've finally managed to reach the finish line of this Jordan bike trail, the King's Highway, because it was not a guaranteed success.
Oh yeah.
It's been crazy hard. Incredibly challenging with all the insanely steep climbs and gravel sections, but also incredibly nice, and it's just a great experience.
In the Middle East, travelling by bike is not an easy affair. An expert cyclist might have advised against using this merchant road in the middle of February. Axel and Jonas have completed one of the toughest expeditions of their lives, travelling through Jordan, aware that they have cycled along the roads of history at the gates of Arabia.